Here is a demonstration of how the Mentor-to-Mentor app works. In short, it is about, in an interest group, how to exchange services between two people, not for money, but for points. Here we see two mobiles. The one on the left is looking for help. The one on the right offers help. In this video, the text is in English, but on a physical mobile it can be displayed in several other languages. To seek help, we click on the Get Help button. Here we see that the person seeking help has already made several requests, and that some of them have received offers. However, we are going to make a new request, so we press the button, Register New Help Request. Here we write what kind of help we need. We write History as the main category. As a subcategory we write Asian, and so on. Then we can save the request. At the very bottom we find our new request, which is then visible to other users in this group. On the right we now see the mobile phone of a person who wants to offer help. Let's say this person is very good at Asian history and wants to offer their help to earn more points. We press the Give Help button, and here we see requests made by other people in the group. We see that within the category History, there are several people who have made requests. Since we know a lot about Asian history, we click here. And here we see something where we can help. This looks promising, so we make an offer and write our offer. We are satisfied with this and therefore press the button, Offer Help, to the person who wants help. We press OK. Good. We have now submitted an offer. Then we can go back to the person seeking help. We then press button, Get Help. And here we see that we have received an offer for History. We press button, Offer. At the moment only one person has responded to our request and submitted an offer. In a real situation, there may be several people who have offered help. It is then up to the person to choose which offer is best. We press the first line to see the offer. The offer looks good and therefore we accept this offer. We read that we will then be able to read the contact information and full name of the provider. An email has also been sent out to both parties. We press OK. Now we see that person number 1 has been given the assignment. The person who wants help can now see the contact information of the person who wants to help. Both parties then make contact and agree on the details. Then both parties go away, in this case to the canteen, and the first person is then given help in history. When they are finished, the person who wanted help comes back and presses the button, Complete, to mark that the work is done. However, since this is in a school context, the points will not be exchanged right away. A teacher, or responsible person, must in the background look at each transaction and approve the work before the points are exchanged. This is done to verify that the work is real and not just invented. The person who received help must therefore explain to the teacher what was accomplished and how many hours they spent. Then we press here, and the transaction is then sent to a teacher. Since both parties belong to a school, the transaction must be approved by a teacher administrator, and that is what we are going to do now. Now I am logged in as a teacher. Now the teacher can see that for this school, there are 2 transactions that need approval. And here we see the transaction that we just looked at, so we click here. Here we see a summary, both of information about the offer, and below, information about the request for help. It says 5 hours were used and that matches what they thought it would take. Since this looks legitimate, I as a teacher can then go in and write, "Good job." And how many points should be exchanged between both parties? We say 5 points, because they worked together for 5 hours. When I approve this, the person who received help will lose 5 points, and the person who gave their help will gain 5 points. We then press Accept. After the transaction has been approved, we see that the person who received help has lost 5 points. If we press History, we see an overview of all transactions. At the very bottom we see our transaction on Asian history which cost 5 points. But the person who helped has now received 5 more points. We go into history here, and see that he has gained 5 new points. What can the person do with their points? Well, he can either seek help from other members of the group, or, if the school has received services that external companies have sponsored, points can be used for such. This could, for example, be offers such as gym lessons, chess courses, or tickets to the swimming pool.